This video is brought to you by Zarrakan Productions, an umbrella group composed of multiple shows and an archive of over 5,000 videos covering a wide variety of topics. Please go to zarrakan.com for a complete listing of video links, social media feeds, and opportunities to support our content. Thank you for your time, and may I present another Zarrakan production.
January 2021. Good evening. This is the brand new year for wrestling here in WPWF. I'm Johnny LaMonaco.
I'm Cody the Kraken Kiori.
I'm Lynn Fawn.
And we've got a full boat here tonight, and I'm liking this a lot because we have got a great show to kick us off here for 2021, and I am so excited for tonight. You know, in many respects, 2020 was a gigantic sack of you-know-what. At least, not as far as wrestling goes, because as far as wrestling goes, 2020 was the deal. And based on everything that I've seen so far, wrestling in 2021 is looking over at 2020 saying, hold my beer. It's only going to get better from here on out.
Alrighty. Good luck with that.
Well, it's going to happen, I guarantee you. We've got a barn burner of a show for you here tonight. We have got, well, first off, let's just recap a little bit what happened at Revenge when we left. We saw the absolutely crazy steel cage match. Kamikaze Chiyoko against Akira Akimine defending the championship. It was Chiyoko retaining the championship, but we did crown a brand new Siren Rising champion, Rina Kadoya. She defeated Horses Morrissey to become the brand new WPWF Siren Rising champion. And I know you were there for me with that, Coy. You were there with me for that. Easy for me to say.
Here, let me take off my mask, and you can see that this has left a lasting imprint.
Well, you got misted again during that show here. What in the hell happened to your face?
As I quote, says, I was not fooling around this time.
No, she certainly wasn't. She left a mess there.
That's okay, I don't mind.
But you loved it.
Yeah, well, you were the one who told me after the show that I wasn't right.
Well, you're not. But that's what we like about you.
I'm under that.
This is the brand new year for WPWF Wrestling, and we have got a great show for you tonight coming up. Where our opening contest is going to be Katie Carter taking on Natalie Sana, and I guarantee you put those two in a ring, you are going to get a wrestling clinic.
A wrestling clinic, huh?
A wrestling clinic. Both of these ladies are that good.
Wow.
Oh, okay, so they're not going to stand in the corner and jab each other in the arm twice?
Well, I wouldn't hope so.
Do we get to see flippy shit? Hey, Betty, hi!
You may just see some flippy shit here tonight.
Yay, flippy shit.
Right? Yay, flippy shit!
And then moving on, we are going to see the classically trained Horses Morrissey taking on the fabulous Vanola here this evening. I tell you what, Vanola is a person whose star is rising exponentially here in WPWF. I mean, she is just taking the fan base by storm. She's
I love her music.
Her music?
Yeah.
Well,
you'll get music?
Oh, yeah. You'll get to hear that here tonight.
Yay!
Well, how about Horses music? You know, when was the last time you heard a kazoo used in an SL Wrestling entrance video?
I love her music, but, you know, there's still something about horses that nags me.
Har, 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 har. She might have to bring out number 11 for you. Don't tell me you've forgotten that already. You know, the twerking bus?
No, I don't forget. It haunts me in my dreams.
we have got the extremely large, extremely powerful Cynthia Cyberdyne taking on Karma Star, the veteran, here tonight. And that is going to be a crazy match to watch. You're going to hear from the former WPWF World Champion, the inevitable Lady Death, and we have got a main event for you tonight. It will be one half of Hisatsu Rikurahara taking on Akira Akimine right here tonight on WPWF Asylum.
Yay!
So what we want to do right now is we want to give you the opportunity to TP in all your friends, your family members, MC buddies, loved ones. Get them all in here because we've got a great, beautiful underground arena for you. Not a bad seat in the entire house. When you do start TPing folks in, please do not be right up against the barricade when you do, because when you start TPing folks in and you're right up against the barricade, guess what's going to happen to the person that you're TPing in?
It's Saturday night, folks. We're all here because we're not all there. Welcome to the asylum.
Well, what's going to happen is they'll be smack dab in the middle of the asylum, and that's not where you want to be when we turn the sirens loose. So take a few steps back, and everything will be copacetic. Descript as much as you possibly can, because that really helps the wrestlers a lot. If you're walking around with your AO on, take that off and just grab a seat. The chair that you sit in has the only animation that you'll need. So help us out and you'll get a much, much better show in return.
And speaking of AOs, as well as A-holes and other parts, please remove those as well, as they are very laggy and help us. Without them, you help us put on a better show. Also, if you're wearing a Mama Alpha, don't worry about your baby. The database keeps track of it. You can remove them safely, and everything will be fine.
And if you've got one of those screaming numbers as well, you can take that off. In fact, any genitalia whatsoever, you can pretty much remove. You're not going to be needing it here, and not at least for the next couple of hours. Not during the show.
Johnny, you can have mine.
Not on your heads.
What was that, Win?
I said your eyes should be on our stage, on our ring, not your HUDs.
Right.
Here you go, Johnny. You can have mine. I won't be needing it.
Well, okay. Thank you. Why are you staring at me, Betty? You know,
Maybe she likes to look at your HUD.
They actually do make body parts that scream, you know. Not that
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Not that I've ever actually seen one myself, but that's what I'm told at least. Nonetheless, if you take all that stuff off, you greatly decrease the lag in the arena, and it makes it a lot easier for the wrestlers to do what they do, and you get a much better show in return. So if you help us out in that respect, you will get that great show. We do want you to set your media so you can see the videos that pop up on the screen. We want to have voice on so you can hear commentary. You can hear any of the superstars or the sirens that decide to speak to you, because that can happen before the night's over with.
But make sure you keep your microphones off.
Yeah, that's for us. If you're not part of the show, we should not be hearing your voice. As soon as the show's over with, you are free to do as you please. But during the course of the show, excuse me, please leave that to us and us only. All right, I am going to do something here. I'm going to put some fan groups out into a local for you, so you'll have those and you can join them. And you'll always have the latest information available for each of these partners of ours. Here we go. The first one is the WPWF fan group. You'll want to join that, so you'll have all the information. You'll know anything that happens here in WPWF. The next one is our brother federation, DCWF. You can catch them tomorrow, 12 o'clock SLT with Full Tilt. And the last one is Slam City. They have their show early on Saturdays. So if you didn't get to see it today, you've already missed it, but you can check it out next Saturday, 1 p.m. SLT. Now, I heard it was a great show today, and we had another commentator that was going to be out here with us a little bit earlier. I don't know where she went to, but Samantha Foxy was going to be here with us tonight as well. And I know she was at Slam City earlier today, and she told me it was a hell of a show.
Yes, it was. As a matter of fact. Oh, go ahead, Wynn.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, I was just going to say that she did really well, considering that it was her second time ever being in the commentary position.
Well, her first time ever was like 3.5 years ago with me back over in DIE. Well, if she's here, why is she not here? We can squeeze another chair in here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make room. Nonetheless, there are those fan groups there, and we want you to check those out and join them if you feel so inclined to. We also want you to take a look at the very front of the underground arena. You see two boxes over there, the yellow one and the red one. The yellow one is a suggestion box. Anything that you can suggest that might better to us, we'll see. The red box is the application for WPWF. You want to join WPWF as a siren? If you want to join WPWF as a referee or a commentator or backstage personnel, we will find a place for you here in WPWF. If you insist on joining us, we would love to have you. We are hiring for all positions here. In fact, excuse me. In fact, unless I'm completely mistaken, we will be debuting a brand new referee here this evening. I believe it's her debut. Is that correct?
I'm not certain, but if it is, we'll break her in.
I'm pretty sure it is that we will break her in good and proper, so please welcome the newest member of WPWF, referee Nicole Bergier. We are going to have a lot of fun here tonight. We're about 10 minutes into our pre-show. We got 15 minutes left before we get started with tonight's action. Go ahead and take this opportunity right now to get more of those friends TP'd in here. We want to fill this place up because we are starting the brand new year, the brand new wrestling year in grand style right here tonight with great action from WPWF. The sirens are just about ready to be turned loose, and we're set for a lot of fun here tonight.
Yes, we are.
I'm excited.
I've got my Coca-Cola here tonight.
Oh, is that your flavored throat lube tonight?
Well, you know what? We got to keep the throat lubed up. And Coca-Cola has been my mainstay for years and years and years until I switched to something that I fell in love with, and then they quit making it. That's how things usually work for me. I decide that I like something, and then whoever makes it gets rid of it because apparently I'm the only one that likes it.
I know that feeling.
So we stuck with the girl that we've been with all these years, Coca-Cola Classic. You're number one in my heart once again. And that's the name of that. We want you to take a look.
Just out of curiosity, what was it that disappeared?
Mountain Dew Ice.
Ah, yes.
There's been a number of things that I've liked that have disappeared, but number one on the list, Mountain Dew Ice. It did it like nothing else. Anyway, as I was starting to say, we want you to take a look at the back wall over there. Smart Tees has brought a lot of great new T-shirts. Kurt, are you kidding me?
No, he's not.
They still sell it in Canada. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to make arrangements with somebody. Can we get those shipments coming here? Because I'll drink all of it. Anyway, as I was saying here, Smart Tees has brought a great number of great T-shirts for us. 75 linens a piece. They're right there on the back wall. You can check those out. Many of our superstars represented in those T-shirts, and new ones coming out all the time. In fact, a couple of interesting ones that don't have anything to do with anything, but they're there as novelty items. I'm still trying to figure out what that one that has a very familiar logo, at least to some of us. You know which one I'm talking about, Coy. There it is, right there.
I am an innocent girl. I am an innocent girl.
You're about as innocent. Oh, don't even start.
Okay, you make it sound like I do porn or something.
Well,
You don't?
I make no claims to that.
You don't?
As you were saying, T-shirts.
Look at the vendor. See the bear hug shirt? Tell me that logo doesn't look familiar to some of you. I'm going to buy that just for giggles. But then again, you have to get the pocket logo shirt. You can get the revenge shirt. You can get the pocket stripe shirt. You can get Team WPWF Resistance. All kinds of great stuff. All brought to you by Smark Tees. And we've also, I'm seeing some new items here that I haven't seen before. We've got wrestling boots for both men and women. We have got ultimate fan packs for Brooke Owens, Kamikaze Chiyoko, Lady Death. What else do we have here? I know we've got some gloves. There, we've got the MMA gloves right there. We've got the masks. All kinds of... Oh, we got an arcade game. That's not for sale, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to get my hands on that anyway. Plus, we've got great concessions over there. Popcorn, soda, you name it. It's all there. What else do you need?
And I could go for a good soda right now.
Well, we'll hold the fort for a couple of moments while you go over there and grab one.
I can't. Quit drinking.
You can't? What, are you on a diet or something?
Kind of, sort of. My blood sugar runs high, so I'm
if
trying
you
to
are,
cut back on sugar.
If you are, don't drink diet whatever, because that's the worst
No, I
crap
don't
in the
drink
world.
diet. I'm drinking water.
Okay, well that's the
I
best
drink
thing.
diet. I'm trying to preserve myself for future generations.
Diet whatever is the worst possible thing you could do to yourself.
It is pretty bad.
That is nasty stuff. And you don't want to be drinking that. Anyway, 10 minutes to go before we get started with our great action here tonight here on WPWF Asylum. Where's Drewski? Drewski, come out here for a second.
Where? What? What's going on? What did I miss?
It wouldn't be the WPWF pre-show without a reference to the 1970s, 1980s Pro Bowlers Association.
Are we starting this year? Are we starting this year of 2021 with an obscure professional bowling reference?
Yep.
Absolutely. This guy.
All right, lay it on me,
normal.
Mr. LaMonaco.
He was a pretty normal-looking guy until he decided he wanted to get wild with the hair, and he ended up with one of the best mullets you ever want to see. Talking about Wayne Webb.
Wayne Webb. Wow, that's talking about the big mullet with the big old mustache that was so big back in the late 70s as well too.
70 stash.
The porn stash.
It was definitely a porn stash. Like Rick Rude would even approve of this stash back in the late 70s. Let's put it that way.
What I'd like to have right now is all the ladies there's all the Kansas City sweat hogs to keep the noise down, sit down while I take my robe off and show you all what a real man looks like.
What a real man looks like.
Classic.
Absolutely.
All right, we are making our way through the pre-show here tonight. We're going to remind you of what we got coming our way here tonight. It is going to be Katie Carter and Natalie Simon kicking us off in the opening contest. I promise you that is going to be a wrestling clinic any way you want to look at it. Both of these ladies are so good inside the ring. And just sit back and watch as they amaze you what we're going to see here tonight. It is going to be the classically trained Horses Morrissey and the fabulous Von Ola here tonight. Horses Morrissey had her opportunity to lay claim to the Siren Rising Championship just about a month ago at our last free preview. It was, Rena Kadoya emerging victorious in that match. But the Horses Morrissey, she's got the opportunity here tonight. She'll be in the ring with one of the best, the fabulous Von Ola, a woman who is taking WPWF by storm.
Who can who can blame her? I mean, she's adorable.
How can you not like her?
That and her theme song's catchy to boot, too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, true, nothing can beat the original Rod Stewart version, but if you actually listen to her version, in the second verse, you actually hear Rod Stewart come back in the song.
Well, how about that? And you even got a little Jim Cregan guitar action there, too?
Man, if that were the case, I think that would take that song up at least 5 more notches.
Well, we can make that happen. We have got the extremely large, extremely powerful Cynthia Cyberdyne in action here tonight, going up against the veteran Karma Star. This is going to be an interesting match to see here tonight, how the power and strength of Cynthia matches up against the skill and the veteran knowledge of Karma Star here tonight. I'm going to be very much looking forward to that one. And no, Koi, you cannot load Skyrim into her.
Too late. Been there, done that.
Well, she's going to get mad at us because I've already loaded Final Fantasy 12 into her and Flight Simulator. You know how much hard drive space that thing takes up?
A lot.
She's going to kill us. She's going to make me pay her next life.
No, I think the problem we have now is that I also put Animal Crossing on there.
Oh, Lord.
And, I hear Rina Kadoya has been hooking into that and playing it religiously. So.
Oh, no.
That's one I have not played yet. Well, do you know how hard it is to buy a Switch? I mean, the thing's been out for 3 years, and thanks to COVID, you can't find them anywhere.
That's funny. I bought the Animal Crossing edition just the other day.
Well, they must be coming out with some things. Must be catching up now. But now that the PS5 is out.
Oh, the air freshener?
He does look like an air freshener. I'll tell you what, though. I did finally get a chance to actually demo the PS5 recently, and I must say, I am actually very impressed with the graphics I saw, the handling of the controller as well, too. It actually has actual, vibrating and rumble features that are a lot more advanced from previous DualShock controllers as well, too. So, it was nice. I approve.
Well, I will have to wait for the next installment of Final Fantasy to come out for that PS5, and that's what I will base my judgment off of. Because that's my standard right there. We are going to hear tonight from a former WPWF World Champion, the inevitable Lady Death here tonight. And then we have a main event for you. It will be one half of Hisatsu, Ri Kurahara, the Mistress of the Mist, somebody you know very well, Koi. She's going to be in the ring tonight with Akira Akamine. And that is going to be huge.
Mm-hmm. And I promise to be completely... that word that I seem to have trouble saying in this match.
There's no way you're ever going to be unbiased when it comes to Ree.
When will you take a look at Koi's face?
I saw it. It's downright gruesome, Johnny, but
it's lovely.
She loves it.
She's a massive fan. She's obsessed.
Not obsessed, just because they've got a restraining order, etc., etc.
All that is to some is a piece of paper, sadly.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on with T-Valves at the moment. Period.
Hey,
Last
I
time
can't
they were
help
planning on starting up
myself.
Facebook groups because Zoom wasn't working out.
Okay.
Oh, what are we going to do with you, Koi?
I kind of thought that they were just collapsing the groups into the
before we get started
unicorn
here tonight to get everybody TP'd in here,
meetings.
get those friends here, get those family members here, get those MC buddies, get them here, get the loved ones or acquaintances here. It doesn't matter. Just don't sit them next to your significant others. If you got the side ones there, you know how that goes. Just don't sit them right next to each other. We want the action in the ring and not in the stands. Please descript as much as you possibly can. Help us out with the lag situation. I guarantee you'll get a much better show.
But I hope everything is okay.
Make sure your media is on so you can see the videos that pop up on the screen. Please stay off the microphones. That is for WPWF roster staff and management only.
Period.
And without further ado, I think we are just about ready
to get this
show underway here tonight. We just got a couple of minutes left. Want to make any predictions as to what we're going to see here tonight?
This morning.
Well, we can, but we have one person we forgot to mention.
Great.
We'd like to say thank you to Camera Kitty, who, of course, is once again here with us.
Camera Kitty.
Camera Kitty.
Did we get another chair out here for Samantha Foxy?
Period.
She may have to sit in somebody's lap then, if that's the case.
I don't have.
Well, Johnny, we already know where she's going if she's sitting in laps.
Where's she going?
Well, never mind.
Well, if that's what it takes, come on over.
She can come sit in her Auntie Koi's lap if she wants.
The more the merrier.
I'll give her my chair. I can stand up behind y'all. I don't care.
Especially on a night like tonight.
Period.
Say the very first WPWF Asylum of 2021.
Tama.
We are going to
Oh,
get
my
this
goodness.
year kicked off in
And
the
offer you what
best
comfort I
possible
can.
way. And we're just getting closer and closer to getting this show underway.
Okay, we got 2 minutes. Let's get
Y'all
those
have a good
predictions.
holiday.
I did. As a matter of fact,
Period.
I had a birthday recently in that horrible real life place.
Well, congrats, or I'm sorry, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yes, I turned 21 with 31 years experience.
I like
Hey, that
the way
kinda-
you put that, babe.
That kind of sounds like me, actually.
I'll level up to 42 in April, so yeah.
I recently I recently celebrated the 15th anniversary of my 18th birthday over the holidays.
So that's where we're at now. We're doing anniversaries of birthdays. Is that where we're at now? We're doing anniversaries of birthdays?
Anniversaries of birthdays. That's what we're doing. If we don't want to exactly say what the numbers are. You shut your mouth, bombastic.
Well, I think that's just going to wrap it up. We were going to do some predictions here, but we ran out of time here. We were just about ready to get this show started.
I'm going to predict Natalie.
You're going with Natalie?
Vanola.
Horses of Vanola. Cynthia and
I'm going to go with Cynthia.
And the main event, Ree and Akira.
Of course, I'm going to go with Ree. Even though I love Akira, I have to go with Ree.
Well, there are the predictions right there, straight out of the mouth of the Kraken Koikiori. Well, folks, it's time. If you're ready for WPWF action, make some noise and let them hear you.
Noise.
Noised in tasteful reverb.